Hey everybody, welcome back to Heathen Intentions. Sorry I've been gone for a while, but these energies that have been floating around in the collective, they're very heavy, very dense. We have gratitude wants to pop out. We have message, shift, and veiled. At the bottom of the deck, we have shadow. Okay, we're going to keep the gratitude card because it just wanted to fly out. So maybe some people need to show a little gratitude. Maybe they need to start a gratitude list. Start looking for anything in your life at all that you're grateful for. Like I said, all of the energies with all these planets in retrograde, I'm sure you're sick of hearing about them. God knows I am. With all of the crazy retrogrades that are happening in the universe and all of our past things coming back to us, our past traumas, our past victories, our past relationships, all of these thoughts and stuff, you know, we tend to get stuck in our head. It starts to press very heavy against our energy, and we start to be very jaded in our outlook towards things. So I feel that Spirit's trying to get you back to simply being grateful for things you have in your life. You know, start maybe one or two things that you can think of that you're truly grateful for. Tomorrow, do 3 or 4, but something. Start stating what you're grateful for, either in the morning to start your day, which would set your tone for the day, but even if you want to whisper them before you go to bed, whatever. Give a little bit of gratitude. Remind yourself how fortunate you are to have things. We have the shadow sitting over here. I keep looking over at this shadow monster. You know, a lot of people need to do a little shadow work. Most people in this energy, a lot of people who aren't in a higher vibration, they're just not paying attention to the signs that are coming in. A lot of people are actually acting from their shadow. They're acting on all of these impressions from the past and wanting them to play out again in this 3D, and that's just not where your vibrations are going. We have the 2 of Pentacles here. That's that back and forth energy. That's that being tugged back into memories instead of being driven forward. Okay, let's see here. We have the Magician that wanted to pop out. 5 of Swords. 5 of Cups. A lot of 5s here. Yeah, this is definitely in your shadow. We have the juggling of past and present energies. We have the Magician here, you know, trying to nudge you along. This right here on this shift. We have message, we have shift, and veiled. So you're juggling these past energies. You know, your mind keeps looping back around to them even if you don't want to. That's because somebody's in your energy. Somebody's pulling on your energy and you're feeling the tug. You don't really have to, you can dismiss that. Yeah, look at that. We got the Death, the Moon, and the 3 of Swords. You know, this is something that, whatever this situation is, it is something that was long ago. It was an illusion then. You wanted it to be something that it wasn't. and it ended up breaking your heart. So again, with your shadow. So the message is coming into you about making this shift, about seeing through the illusion, taking off the blindfold, breaking out of this mindset, letting go of this loss, seeing it for what it was. Stop reminding yourself of all of the heartbreak. If all you're seeing is heartbreak when you look back, then you haven't healed from it. You're only remembering the good stuff. You're sugarcoating it. You're not seeing what led you're not seeing what led up to these cups being spilled anyway. You're just remembering the good times. That's your way of staying in the dark. All these fives. 5 of Wands. I was hoping that I could bust out of all of this negative energy today, but that's okay. We still will. So we have the 5 of Swords, the 5 of Cups, and now the 5 of Wands, all this petty conflict. So there's thoughts in your head. There's tears on the floor. Everybody, 3 of Swords wanting to pop out again. Everybody has something to say about it. Everyone feels a type of way about it. And we have the Page of Pentacles here, hoping. This is somebody who is starting something new. This is somebody who they're learning to integrate all of their lessons in their life and to start building a solid, strong foundation without this person, being emotionally fulfilled, finding what fills their cup up. Seven of Swords, some kind of deceit, some kind of sneaking around. These are other energies. Look at this. 10 of Wands, 10 of Pentacles, 8 of Swords. This person that's tugging on your energy, this person that keeps popping into your head from way back when, they're placing all of this on you. They're making it seem like it was something that it wasn't. They're placing all the blame on you. You feel like you're the one that has to either fight them off or carry the weight, the guilt. And what it's doing is it's blocking your 10 of Pentacles. It's keeping you stuck in this mindset. It's keeping you stuck in a state of lack. You have all of these reoccurring thoughts that keep circling back through your head. All the coulda, shoulda, wouldas. You know, these words that they said to you. There's something that was said. There's something that you're hanging on to that maybe it was the way they seen you. It was what they thought about you. It was the emotional abuse that they put you through. But those swords are holding you in place still after all this time. You thought it was something that you dealt with, but it was probably something that you just packed up in a box and set aside in the back of your mind, never to be looked at again. And that's what that's what this shadow card here is for. You know, people say about shadow work, and a lot of people don't understand what it is, and a lot of people think that like your shadow is like the darker aspect. Your shadow is like your biggest cheerleader. Your shadow is sticking up for you all the time, no matter what. You know, your mental state has you stuck in this prison with all these thoughts around you. And your shadow is over here just roaring. You know, he's like, your shadow's in there all like, wait, that is not what happened. This is what happened. Remember this? Do you remember that? You know, your ego is going to stand up for you. This is the one that lashes out. This is the one that gets all crazy. And we're like, sorry, I don't know why I acted like that, you know. getting to know your shadow and integrating it is one of the most beautiful relationships you can have with yourself. So we have the Hierophant, the Six of Pentacles, and the Empress that wanted to pop out. The Hierophant is here to remind you that all of this was a lesson. It might be circling back around. Again, people start tugging on your energy. You can feel that whether you believe that you're intuitive or not. Like when people tug on your energy, you know it. We have the Six of Pentacles here. This is about equal give and take. This is about, I feel like somebody had given way more in this relationship than they had received. I feel it really took a lot out of them. I feel that somebody had to heal a lot, and they've worked very, very hard to birth this new version of them, and now they are getting sucked back into this, and it's all because of what's coming at them in the universe. All these other entities feeding off of their energy, taking their ideas, trying to pull them back into a lack mindset. Yeah, Four of Cups, sitting around waiting for things to get better, but just sitting around not doing anything about it to make it any better. We have the High Priestess, about tapping into our intuition. Again, the High Priestess is another thing. There's a lot of things behind the veil. There's a lot of things that you can't see yet. There's a lot of things in motion. You know, you have to be willing to make this shift. You have to be willing to take off this blindfold. We got the Two of Swords wants to pop out, and the Seven of Cups. We got the Sun on the bottom of the deck, though. So the Two of Swords, obviously some kind of decision. One of these is anger. One of these is fear. One of them wants to lash out, and one of them wants to retreat inside. And you got the Seven of Cups here, which speaks of illusion. All of these thoughts all up in your head, remembering the good times, looking at what you have moving forward, wondering if you left anything behind, trying to remember that not all of these cups were full of water. Some of them were full of poison. This Two of Swords is all in your head. This is not a choice of your soul. This is not a choice of your heart. This is all in your head. We have the Seven of Wands, which speaks of sticking up for yourself, defending yourself. And the Page of Cups, reminding you to fill up your own cup. Take the time to slow down. Whenever you feel these thoughts creeping into your head, you need to be aware of them and just wipe them out of your mind. Quickly replace them with something else. Come into the present moment. Find 3 things around the room you can look at to bring you to the present moment instead of staying in this cycle. Instead of getting stuck in this cycle of all of these reoccurring thoughts and replaying all this old stuff in your head. You don't get to really replay it in the real world, so there's no sense in making it a motion picture in your head. That's just going to keep you full of anxiety, in a low vibrational state, harboring guilt. Yep. And the Knight of Wands. Be fearless. Make bold moves. Move forward. You know, light up those darker aspects in there. Shine a light on them. See what they really have to say, instead of just taking the first thought that runs through your head and replaying it over and over. Shine a light in there. You know, what's your shadow really trying to say? We got the World at the bottom of the deck. Time to close this out. Close it out for good. We have the Eight of Wands. Do it very quickly. We have the Chariot. Move forward. We have the Page of Wands. Learn your power. Hold on to your power. This whole journey starts here with the gratitude. I mean, be grateful that you have your pet, or be grateful that you have running water, clean clothes. The most basic things are that are so easily overlooked. But start with something. Remind yourself how far you've come. Work with your shadow. So you can both get out of this. All right, I'm going to leave it right there.